Welcome to the Washington County Environmental Center, where residents can drop off all their household hazardous waste, unwanted common recyclables, and consumer electronics to be recycled, reused, or disposed of properly. Washington County's Environmental Center provides residents with a free and convenient disposal of household hazardous waste, electronics, and recyclables. The Environmental Center in Woodbury opened in September of 2009. And since then, the center has serviced over 136,000 customers and has kept about 12 million pounds of hazardous waste and consumer electronics out of the environment. The Washington County Environmental Center accepts many of the common household hazardous waste products found in homes and garages. Some of the items we accept are paint, stains, and varnishes, automotive fluids such as used oil, antifreeze, and gasoline, yard and garden products such as insect and weed killers, and common household items such as cleaners, fluorescent bulbs, and aerosol cans. Also accepted are common recyclables such as paper, cardboard, plastic, metal cans, glass bottles, and plastic grocery bags, and consumer electronic waste such as televisions and computers. Check out our website for a complete listing of accepted products. When you first arrive at the center, enter the drive lane and stop in the drop-off area where a staff member will be waiting to assist you. The staff member will ask for your driver's license and will scan it to verify that you are eligible to make a drop-off. Washington County accepts drop-offs from all households in Washington County and other surrounding metro area counties, including Anoka, Carver, Chisago, Dakota, Hennepin, and Ramsey counties. The staff member will then begin to unload the materials you have brought for drop-off out of your vehicle. If you are transporting multiple items, please pack them in a cardboard box or reusable tote. Arrange bottles and cans in a single layer and make sure they are upright and sealed. It is best to transport all items in their original container. If unable to do so, make sure to label all materials that are not in their original containers. Fluorescent tubes, if not in the original box, should be bundled with rubber bands. Please do not take bulbs, as the glue left from the tape hampers the recycling process. Finally, please do not put your items in plastic bags or mix or combine chemicals. And that's it. You don't even have to get out of the car. Once you have dropped off your material, feel free to pull around to our parking lot and come inside to check out our free product room. Our free product room is continually stocked with hundreds of products that have been dropped off at the Environmental Center that are able to be reused. The free product room is located inside the Environmental Center. Residents may browse the shelves and take home products such as paint, stain, automotive products, household cleaners, and other products. All products brought into the Environmental Center are inspected to determine if they are usable products. If the containers and products are in good shape, the products are put in the free product room for others to use. In 2012, we gave away around 180,000 pounds of free product stuff, saving the county over $100,000 in disposal costs. The Environmental Center works with Washington County libraries to reuse books. We have shelves of books that our customers can take for a donation. By putting all these products out for reuse, the county is able to save in disposal costs each year while providing free quality household products to residents. The free product room is open whenever the center is open. Our hours are Tuesdays 12 p.m. to 7 p.m., Thursdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. So it seems pretty simple, right? While the drop-off procedure and free product room are easy, it's just the beginning. So much more happens to your products as soon as they are wheeled into our operations building for processing. Let's go check it out. Inside this building, specially trained Clean Harbor staff members sort and package all of the materials brought into the Environmental Center. This in itself is a full-time job, as the center collects over 750 tons of household hazardous waste products each year. You may have noticed the special protective gear that the workers are wearing. They wear these outfits to protect themselves from all the hazardous materials they are handling. The Tyvek white coats or aprons help protect the worker's body and skin. The chemical-resistant gloves protect their hands, and their eyes are protected by the safety glasses, and their feet are protected by steel-toed boots. Staff members use filtering respirators when pouring out liquid like gasoline and paint thinner, and they use steel-toe boots when working in the facility. It is very helpful and important to make sure that all products are in their original container or labeled properly and correctly so that the staff can process each item appropriately. If a product does come in and the workers are unable to identify it, it is brought to the testing lab, where our chemists can work to identify the substance and then make sure it is processed properly. Most often, the products received are clearly and properly labeled, and so the staff is able to immediately bring it to its designated area right away for cleaning, sorting, and packing. One household hazardous waste material that is accepted at the Washington County Environmental Center is used oil. Oil picks up impurities from the engine and needs to be replaced. The used oil from just one oil change can contaminate up to 1 million gallons of water. So it is very important to bring any oil you may accumulate to an authorized collector such as the Washington County Environmental Center for recycling. Oil can be transported in a rigid plastic bottle, such as an old laundry detergent bottle. If you bring your oil in a 5-gallon container or less, we can drain the used oil for you and return your container to you or provide you with one of our used oil containers. Used oil is collected at this site, and we transfer it from the smaller containers that it is brought in and drain it into our used oil tank. The used oil is stored in the facility's flam room. Our oil is sold on the open market and is used in the manufacturing of asphalt. Lowe's Oil is contracted to collect the used oil from the Environmental Center. Lowe's will collect the oil and bring it to their storage facilities, where it eventually is brought to asphalt plants that are permitted to use waste oil as burner fuel. Lowe's will also collect the used oil filters and bring them to a steel mill for oil recovery and recycling. Let's go back to Washington County and find out what happens to the rest of the products brought to the Environmental Center. Another product accepted are car batteries. Spent lead acid batteries are shipped to Gopher Resources in Eagan, where they will be processed and recycled. This is an example of closed-loop recycling, which is when a used product is recycled back into its original form. When the batteries arrive at Gopher, they are disassembled and separated by materials. The lead is melted, refined, and cast. The plastic is melted and shaped into pellets, and the battery acid is neutralized and reclaimed. Recycled materials are then shipped to manufacturers nationwide that will use these materials to produce new car batteries. Back at the Environmental Center, the remaining products are sorted by hazardous class for proper shipping and recycling. These products are sorted into large totes to wait to be shipped for incineration, recycling, or to be cleaned and taken to our free product room. The 5 classes are pesticides, latex paint, oil-based paint, flammables, and non-processable items. These categories allow for the safe storage and shipping of these hazardous materials. The segregation also helps prevent potentially dangerous chemical reactions that could occur if some of the wastes are stored and shipped together. Latex paint in good condition will be taken to our free product processing room. Each can will be opened and inspected to make sure it has not been frozen. If it has been frozen, the paint will separate into a clumpy mixture and is not reusable. So make sure that when storing paint at home, keep it in an area where it will not freeze. If the paint is usable, the paint can will be sealed back up, shaken, and labeled with a swatch of the paint on the cover to show its color, and put out on the free product room shelves. The staff is also able to mix together partial containers of similar colored paint and combine them into one 5-gallon container of paint, which is then shaken, labeled, and placed in the free product room. If the latex paint is not reused at the Washington County Environmental Center, it is shipped to Amazon Environmental, where it is recycled. At Amazon, it will be made into high-quality recycled paint. Latex paint is manufactured into other products, such as a product called processed latex pigment that can be used in the manufacturing of various products, such as cement as a binder or dust control agent. Oil-based paint is again either put out on the free product room shelves or more commonly shipped to a hazardous waste incinerator, where the cans are ground up to extract the liquid paint and then incinerated while the extracted paint is used as fuel for the incinerator. Washington County and the Minnesota Department of Agriculture work together to help businesses and households safely dispose of unwanted and unusable pesticides through the Waste Pesticide Collection Program. The program provides an environmentally sound option to dispose of unusable and unwanted pesticides. Pesticides received at the Environmental Center are transported and incinerated by Clean Harbors at a facility in Deer Park, Illinois. Incineration is the process of burning hazardous materials at temperatures high enough to destroy contaminants. The EPA requires that an incinerator can destroy and remove at least 99.99% of each harmful chemical waste it processes. Flammable liquids like gasoline and paint thinner products are shipped to a Clean Harbors facility where they are used as a fuel to run the hazardous waste incinerator. So the bad gas you bring in may end up helping incinerate the expired pesticide that your neighbor delivered. Non-processable items such as flammable solids like glues and mastic. These items are incinerated. Aerosol products are another material accepted at the Environmental Center. Some of the aerosol products we receive are able to be punctured and drained into drums, and the contents are then incinerated. The steel cans are added to our scrap metal bins for recycling. This center also accepts consumer electronic items for recycling such as televisions, monitors, computer towers, laptops, cell phones, and miscellaneous electronics such as printers, scanners, copiers, fax machines, mice, keyboards, DVD players, etc. Processing these items is important because virtually every part of them is recyclable or hazardous. For example, the plastic panels on a TV can be recycled, while the lead found inside of it is important to keep out of landfills due to its toxic properties. When electronics are delivered, staff will sort them by type into large boxes and pack them into semi-trailers, where they will be brought to a facility to be disassembled and recycled. Washington County contracts with an electronics processor who disassembles and recycles the components. Our vendor recycles or reuses 99% of the material that we ship them. All hard drives are wiped to Department of Defense standards, so hard drives do not have to be removed or damaged before delivery to the Environmental Center. Chips from our computer may come back as a garage door opener or on the circuit board for a remote control truck. Additionally, the Washington County Environmental Center is able to accept miscellaneous items, such as electrical cords, holiday lights, and campaign yard signs for recycling. Sharps disposal is available as well. Please make sure to label any containers containing sharps clearly, as loose sharps will not be accepted. And finally, materials such as plastic, including plastic bags, metal, paper, and glass can be dropped off for recycling, where they are then shipped to a recycling facility for processing and recycling. As you have seen, there are a lot of processes that happen after an item is dropped off at a household hazardous waste facility. Virtually all of the products brought in are either recycled or reused, and most importantly, kept out of the